Not only are our kidneys essential to our existence, but they also serve a very crucial purpose in the body by filtering out toxins that could be harmful to our internal organs. Our own existence depends on us doing this. In the event that renal function is not maintained in a sufficient manner, there is the possibility that waste products and toxins will accumulate within our entire body. The reason for this is that well-functioning kidneys filter around half a cup of blood per minute. In the event that renal function is not maintained, toxins and waste products have the potential to collect in our systems. It is possible that you are under the impression that you are unaware of the information that is being transmitted to you, whereas kidney disease, and more specifically chronic kidney damage, is virtually usually irreversible. There is no exception to this rule. Those who are afflicted with chronic renal sickness are particularly affected by this assertion. A kidney injury is one of those conditions that, in the vast majority of cases, cannot be treated. I would want to reassure you once more that this is the case. Adding insult to injury, the fact that this damage has already been done, is a much more serious cause for concern than the fact that it has the potential to lead to renal failure if it is not addressed. This is because the extent of the harm has already been done. After taking into account the information presented here, it would appear that in order to save your life, it is possible that you will be necessary to undergo the process of dialysis or even maybe a kidney transplant, in light of the fact that around 1/3 of individuals who have substantially impaired kidney function but are not currently receiving dialysis are unaware that they have renal sickness due to the absence of specific symptoms. It is astounding to come to the realization that this is the situation. It is of the utmost importance that you take preventative steps before it is too late to do so. This is because of the reasons stated above. Now, did you know that there are certain foods that we consume on a regular basis that have the ability to cause harm to our kidneys without our knowledge? That is something that you should look into. There are 6 frequent meals that have the potential to cause kidney damage over a period of time, and we are going to talk about them in the video that is going to follow. An in-depth discussion is going to be held regarding these meals. I can guarantee that a handful of them will utterly blow your mind. I can say this with absolute certainty. From my point of view, this is correct. Alongside that, before we get started, we are going to go over some useful suggestions that will enable us to take these meals in a manner that is not hazardous to our kidneys. These guidelines will be discussed before we get started. A substantial quantity of content that has been subjected to fact checks is objective and has been examined by those who are knowledgeable in the subject matter is included in this video file. Putting an emphasis on the fact that all of this information has been assessed by people who are skilled in the subject is of the utmost importance. You should proceed with your consumption of items that have the potential to cause damage to your kidneys until further notice. Here is the time to move forward with things. Right now is the right time to carry out the activity that needs to be done. Included in the offering are a total of 6 spinach leaves in their whole, in spite of the fact that spinach has been marketed for a considerable amount of time. As a vegetable that is particularly abundant in nutrients, the fact of the matter is that it includes a considerable quantity of oxalate, which is known to be detrimental to the kidneys. The fact that spinach has been available for purchase for a lengthy amount of time does not change the reality that this is the case. The amount of oxalate that can be found in 100 grams of spinach can reach up to 1,260 milligrams, which is higher than the amount that can be found in a great deal of other leafy greens. Spinach is a leafy green vegetable that contains numerous leafy greens. One of the leafy green vegetables that contributes to the maintenance of a healthy digestive system is spinach. When it comes to cruciferous vegetables, spinach is an essential fruit. Even if it is just one meal, you run the chance of dying from this compound. If your body takes in an excessive quantity of oxalate in a short period of time, this risk is even greater if you consume one meal. Despite the fact that it was only one meal, this would still remain the case. In spite of the fact that you only consume one meal, you still face the possibility of encountering this risk. An individual consumed sorrel soup, which is a soup that is high in oxalate, at one point in time. Several hours later, their kidneys stopped functioning, which ultimately resulted in their passing away. The kidneys of this individual eventually stopped functioning, which finally led to their death. Once the individual had devoured the soup that was being discussed, this incident took place after it had already occurred. In spite of the fact that you consume a moderate amount of oxalates on a daily basis, there is still the possibility that they will build up in your body. The reason for this is that oxalates are a specific kind of oxalate. Oxalates have the potential to produce kidney stones, bladder stones, kidney nephropathy, joint problems, and can have an influence on every organ in the body, including the heart and the brain. Oxalates can also induce kidney stones. Oxalates are another factor that might lead to kidney stones. In addition, oxalates have been reported to be associated with conditions such as interstitial cystitis, which is more often known as painful bladder syndrome in its abbreviated form. Furthermore, rhubarb, chard, and cassava root are well known for the high oxalate content that they possess. As a result, it is strongly recommended that you refrain from ingesting them. Moreover, oxalate is high in all three of these vegetables. One other reason to be concerned about spinach is the fact that it includes a significant amount of potassium. This is still another cause to be cautious about spinach. In spite of the fact that kidneys that are in good health are typically able to keep a balance of potassium levels in the blood, it is extremely important for individuals who have chronic renal disease, which is commonly referred to as CKD, to keep a close eye on the amount of potassium that they take in, and to restrict the amount that they ingest during the day. In accordance with the recommendations made by the National Renal Foundation, individuals who are suffering from chronic renal sickness should restrict their daily consumption to no more than 2,000 milligrams. A single 100 grams of spinach that has not been cooked has the potential to contain as much as 558 milligrams of potassium. On the other hand, spinach that has been cooked can contain as little as 100 grams. In the event that the spinach has not been boiled, this is the situation that exists. When spinach is boiled, the amount of potassium or oxalate that it contains does not change. This is something that readers should be aware of. It is important that you pay attention to this particular aspect. It is essential that you direct your focus to this particular facet of the situation. Spinach should be used in moderation by individuals who are suffering problems with their kidneys, as this is the recommendation that has been made. On account of the fact that spinach has the potential to cause kidney problems, this is the situation. It is possible to consume different vegetables that are lower in oxalate and potassium. These vegetables can be consumed. Spinach is one of the vegetables that possesses these qualities. Kale, carrots, zucchini, lettuce, cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower are some examples of vegetables that are included in this group. Other examples are cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower. In addition to that, spinach is a fantastic alternative. This package contains not just sweet potatoes, but also 5 additional types of potatoes, in addition to sweet potatoes. Because sweet potatoes have a high concentration of essential vitamins, minerals, and amino acids, they are considered to be a superfood. This is one of the reasons why sweet potatoes are considered to be so useful. In spite of this, persons who suffer from kidney ailment should proceed with caution. When consuming sweet potatoes because of the high potassium content that sweet potatoes contain, it is possible for a sweet potato that is around 5 feet in length to have a potassium content of 438 milligrams. Potassium is present in substantial quantities in this proportion. As an additional point of interest, a potato that has been cooked to the standard level has around 610 milligrams of potassium. According to the Department of Agriculture of the United States of America, which is more often known to as the USDA, these particulars have been provided. As a result of the fact that spinach does not contain any potassium, it is possible to reduce the amount of potassium that potatoes contain by soaking them in water before boiling them. Spicy spinach, on the other hand, does not contain any potassium on its own. Therefore, in order to protect your kidneys, it is strongly suggested that you take the preventive measure of soaking your potatoes and sweet potatoes before boiling them. This will help you avoid damaging your kidneys. On top of that, this is also the case with sweet potatoes. Furthermore, popular snacks that are manufactured from potatoes, such as French fries or chips, include a substantial quantity of sodium or salt, which causes your kidneys to undergo additional strain after intake. This is because of the high sodium and salt content in these foods. This is due to the fact that these meals include a significant amount of sodium or salt throughout their production process. There is a high risk that you will go over the daily salt limit that you have established for yourself if you consume them on a regular basis. This is because of the high likelihood that you will consume them. Additionally, due to the fact that potato chips are subjected to a great lot of processing, they frequently contain very little to no nutritional value. Hence, it is strongly recommended that you completely avoid consuming them. Do you feel that you have been enjoying the movie that we have been showing up until this point in time? In the event that this is the case, we would be grateful if you could provide us with some suggestions by hitting the like button. Please accept my gratitude in advance for your support. Could you please acknowledge my appreciation in advance for your assistance? Rice is the choice that should be made. It is possible to use rice in a wide number of recipes that originate from a variety of different civilizations. Rice is an essential component that may be used in these dishes. Recipes like these can be discovered in every region of the world. In light of the situation, what are your thoughts? In the event that the small bowl of rice is under consideration, it is highly likely that it will be under consideration too, because arsenic is a heavy metal that is known to cause significant damage to the kidneys. The revelation that rice is a source of arsenic may come as a surprise to some individuals. Rice is a source of arsenic. Rice is a hidden surprise that has the potential to be highly hazardous. To put it another way, rice is a hidden surprise. It is believed that the inorganic form of arsenic, which is the more harmful type of arsenic, can be found in raw rice in concentrations that range from around 0.1 to 0.4 milligrams per kilogram. Additionally, the inorganic form of arsenic is discovered in raw rice. This quantity is considered to be the most hazardous type of arsenic that may be found in the environment. There are a number of serious health consequences that can be brought about by arsenic poisoning. These consequences include acute renal failure and chronic renal insufficiency, amongst other potential outcomes. There are a number of additional potential effects that can be brought about by arsenic poisoning. When it comes to other grains, such as wheat and barley, the inorganic arsenic is commonly found to be undetectable. As an additional point of interest, the total arsenic concentration of these grains is just about 0.03%, which is considered to be a very low quantity. The quantity of the chemical that is being requested is 0.08 milligrams per kilogram of the substance. In addition, when compared to other types of crops, rice has a greater capacity to absorb heavy metals and cadmium than other types of crops. Rice is a cereal grain, which is the reason behind this. After taking all of this into consideration, it would appear that you should avoid eating any and all types of rice under any circumstances. There are a few instances in which this is not the most appropriate response. You can still enjoy it as long as you consume it in moderation, despite the fact that a healthy diet is about striking a balance between the various foods you eat. The reason for this is because moderation is one of the most important factors in reaping the benefits of a balanced diet. In spite of the fact that it is not impossible to consume rice on occasion, it is strongly suggested that you refrain from doing so on a regular basis. Rice has the capacity to cause disruptions in the digestive system, which is one explanation for this phenomenon. Due to the fact that they're able to absorb up to 3 times the amount of arsenic that adults do from rice, children and infants are particularly susceptible to the consequences of this. These characteristics render them especially vulnerable to the effects that rice can have. Because of this, even extremely low levels of exposure can have an effect on the development of children's brains, as well as on their intelligence and memory. This is because of the reason in which the exposure occurs. If you are looking for alternatives to brown rice, you might want to investigate quinoa, barley, couscous, buckwheat, millet, farro, and sorghum. These grains, along with others, are all alternatives to brown rice. Please take into consideration the following options, which are some of the choices available to you. There is a trace quantity of arsenic present in each and every one of these grains, which can be found in very small concentrations. After this, there are a total of 3 butters in the collection. Butter is a sort of dairy product that is created by combining the fat and protein components of milk or cream. Butter is generated by blending these two components. Some examples of dairy products include butter. When these two elements are brought together, the result is the production of it. Cholesterol and saturated fat are the two components of this delectable and velvety dish that stand out the most. In addition to these components, there are a wide range of other components. These compounds have been linked to high blood pressure and the creation of plaque, both of which constrict the blood vessels that supply your kidneys and, over time, diminish the function of your kidneys. It has been shown that higher blood pressure and plaque production are connected with these substances. Chronic renal disease has been linked to both of these conditions, as has been proven through research. In the event that the fact that it is already poisonous was not sufficient to persuade you otherwise, we also have butter that has been seasoned with salt. The amount of salt that is contained in 100 grams of salted butter is around 643 milligrams, which is a substantial amount of salt in contrast to the quantity of butter that is there. The consumption of a diet that is high in salt will result in an increase in blood pressure, which may, over the course of time, cause damage to the kidneys. Because having high blood pressure is a risk, this is the reason. The reason for this is that salt causes a rapidly rising blood pressure, which is the cause of this phenomenon. To make matters worse, butter that is purchased from a store is frequently subjected to a large amount of processing in order to improve its flavor and extend its shelf life. This is done in order to make butter more appealing to consumers. To raise the amount of butter that customers find tasty, this is done in order to increase the quantity of butter. Because of this procedure, key components like calcium are taken from butter, which results in a little loss in the nutritional advantages that butter gives. This is because of the extraction process. Taking all of this into mind, if you want to improve the health of your kidneys, you should give some thought to utilizing organic butter that is unsalted. Additionally, it is necessary to keep in mind that moderation is the most important component to bring into consideration. As part of the total, there are 2 beverages included. As a consequence of this, the eating of sugar in its liquid form is substantially more dangerous than the consumption of sugar in its solid formation. Because sugar is the only component of soda, this is the reason why soda is nothing but sugar. Sugar is the only component of soda. Once the amount of sugar in your blood reaches a dangerous level, your kidneys will start to excrete sugar into the urine. This process is known as urination. This takes place when it is determined that the amount of sugar that is present in your blood is excessive. However, if you have diabetes, ingesting an excessive amount of sugar could potentially cause injury to your kidneys in specific conditions. This is not a cause for concern in the majority of cases, but if your kidneys are in good shape, this is not a cause for alarm. Nephrons, which are very small filters, are a component of the kidneys. To put this in layman's terms, nephrons are a part of the kidneys. Nephrons are the cells that are in charge of filtering blood. Diabetes, which can be caused by excessive blood sugar, can cause damage to these filters and blood arteries. Diabetes can also cause damage to the blood vessels. This damage can then cause the kidneys to have problems in their normal functioning, which can ultimately lead to renal failure. Because customers are under the belief that diet soda contains a lower amount of sugar than normal soda, they frequently choose diet soda over regular soda. This is because diet soda is a healthier alternative to regular soda. These individuals, on the other hand, are not aware of the fact that those who use diet soda on a daily basis are associated with a 37% greater chance of having type 2 diabetes. This is a reality that they are not conscious of at this time. Despite the fact that it is marketed as diet soda, it still contains chemicals and artificial sweeteners, both of which are proven to be harmful to the kidneys. It is recommended that people steer clear of diet soda as a product. It is possible that drinking diet drinks will have a harmful impact on the kidneys. It is much more concerning that sodas generally contain high phosphorus chemicals for flavoring and to extend their shelf life than it is that these chemicals are frequently used. This is because sodas typically contain these chemicals for the purpose of extending their shelf life. When compared to phosphorus that is received from natural sources, phosphorus that is consumed in large numbers can cause significant harm to the kidneys. This is especially true when large quantities of phosphorus are consumed. When compared to other sources of phosphorus, sodas are responsible for the absorption of a greater quantity of phosphorus than other sources. For the goal of ensuring that the kidneys continue to function in an acceptable manner, the National Kidney Foundation suggests that a daily intake of phosphorus that is equivalent to 700 milligrams be maintained continually. This helps to ensure that the kidneys continue to function in an acceptable manner. In order to offer your kidneys with the essential protection, it is very necessary for you to lower the amount of soda that you consume in comparison to what you are already consuming. A fruit that has been dried out is referred to as dry fruit. In addition to the fact that dried fruits are not only delicious, but they also provide the impression of being abundant in a variety of nutrients. The explanation for this characteristic is that the water content of dried fruits is removed because of the drying process. The other side of the coin is that they contain a substantial quantity of potassium, sugar, and calories, all of which have the potential to be harmful to your kidneys in their own particular ways. The United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, reports that 1 cup of prunes that have been pitted and have not been cooked has 1,270 milliliters of potassium. This information is based on the fact that prunes have not been cooked. The quantity of potassium that is found in this location is adequate to fulfill 50% of the daily. Could a seemingly harmless vitamin supplement, consumed daily by countless individuals, turn out to be a hidden peril? Imagine the shock and dismay of discovering that a routine health decision, taking a vitamin you believed was completely safe, could result in a life-threatening situation. This chilling scenario became a reality for a 55-year-old woman whose alarming experience serves as a cautionary tale. In today's discussion, we will delve into her harrowing ordeal to uncover what went wrong and how similar dangers can be averted. In the chilly month of December 2012, a 55-year-old woman found herself in a dire situation that led to her being urgently transported to the emergency department. She had been managing kidney disease for some time, but on this particular day, her symptoms had escalated alarmingly. She presented with severe weakness, a markedly slow heartbeat, significant bodily swelling, and hypothermia, with her body temperature plummeting to a perilous 93 degrees Fahrenheit, far below the normal body temperature of 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. This stark drop in temperature was a critical indicator that her bodily functions were severely compromised, pointing to an acute exacerbation of her underlying condition. As medical professionals scrambled to stabilize her, the question arose, what could have caused such a sudden and severe downturn in her health? The answer lay in the daily vitamin supplement she had been taking, assumed to be a safe and benign boost to her health. However, as the investigation into her condition deepened, it became evident that this common supplement was in fact exacerbating her kidney disease, leading to life-threatening complications. Join us as we explore the details of her medical emergency, the investigations that followed, and the lessons that can be learned from her experience. We aim to provide valuable insights into how everyday health decisions can have profound implications and what steps can be taken to ensure safety when choosing and using dietary supplements. Upon recognizing her severe symptoms, the hospital's medical team acted swiftly to evaluate the function of her kidneys, as evidenced by her creatinine levels, a critical indicator of kidney health. Creatinine is a waste byproduct that is typically filtered out of the blood by the kidneys. Elevated levels of this substance in the blood suggest that the kidneys are not performing their essential filtering function effectively. In her case, the test results were not just elevated, but alarmingly high, Her serum creatinine levels had surged to 3,530 milligrams per deciliter, mg, ddl, a significant increase from her previously recorded levels just 2 months prior. This indicated a rapid and severe decline in kidney function. Her body had even ceased urine production, a condition known as anuria, which is a clear sign of acute kidney failure. Given the gravity of her condition, the decision was made to transfer her immediately to the intensive care unit, ICU. The urgency of her situation necessitated the immediate commencement of dialysis treatment. Dialysis is a critical medical intervention that simulates kidney function by filtering and purifying the blood through a machine, effectively removing toxins and excess fluids from the body when the kidneys are unable to do so. The medical team was baffled by the swift decline in her kidney function and undertook a comprehensive series of tests in an effort to identify the underlying cause. After an exhaustive investigation, they pinpointed the source of her acute kidney injury, a common vitamin supplement frequently used by many as a routine health maintenance strategy. This ordinary supplement, perceived by most to be harmless, had in fact inflicted severe damage on her already vulnerable kidneys. This incident underscores a crucial lesson. The potential risks associated with taking supplements are not limited to prescription medications alone. Over-the-counter vitamins, often presumed safe by the general public, can pose serious health threats. The distressing experience of this woman acts as a profound cautionary tale, emphasizing the importance of approaching all supplements with skepticism and caution. Vitamins are essential for health, but they can also pose serious risks if not used correctly, particularly for individuals with kidney disease. Kidney disease compromises the body's ability to filter and eliminate waste, including excess vitamins, which can accumulate to toxic levels. Today, I will discuss 5 vitamins that can be especially hazardous for those with kidney conditions if not managed properly. It's essential to strike a balance, while avoiding all vitamin supplements can negatively affect kidney health. Being overly liberal or careless with their use can lead to severe complications. The broader landscape of health incidents related to improper vitamin use includes several cautionary tales. For instance, a TikTok influencer recently developed kidney stones attributed to an excessive intake of vitamins intended to enhance her immune system. In another case, earlier this year, a 61-year-old man experienced intense abdominal pain, initially suspected to be pancreatitis, but later linked to his use of vitamin supplements. Additionally, a disturbing report involved a patient who endured constant vomiting, severe leg cramps, and a dramatic weight loss of 28 pounds within a month due to excessive vitamin consumption, ultimately resulting in severe kidney damage. These examples highlight the critical need for informed decisions when it comes to supplement use. Patients with kidney disease must be particularly careful, as their condition hinders the elimination of excess vitamins, increasing the risk of toxicity. By being well informed about the specific vitamins, understanding the proper dosages, and recognizing the associated risks, individuals can better manage their health and avoid putting additional strain on their kidneys. In today's discussion, we will explore 5 specific vitamins known for their potential risks when not used appropriately, particularly in those with kidney disease. These vitamins, if taken in incorrect dosages or forms, can exacerbate kidney problems or lead to other serious health issues. It is vital for anyone, especially those with compromised kidney function, to approach these vitamins with caution and always consult healthcare professionals before starting any new supplement regimen. Vitamin number 5. Kicking off our countdown of vitamins with potential risks, especially for those with kidney concerns, is vitamin D. Although I have often highlighted the importance of vitamin D for overall health, particularly for kidney health, it is crucial to manage its intake vigilantly. Vitamin D, a fat-soluble nutrient, can accumulate in the body if taken excessively. This accumulation can lead to serious health complications such as hyperphosphatemia, elevated phosphate levels in the blood, and hypercalcemia, increased calcium levels in the blood. These conditions can result in arterial calcification, where calcium deposits build up in the arteries, causing them to harden and narrow. In some cases, excessive vitamin D levels can even precipitate acute kidney injury. To mitigate these risks, it is advisable to consume vitamin D in moderation. The recommended dosage generally stands at about 2,000 IU per day. It is also beneficial to combine this with 100 micrograms of vitamin K2 and magnesium. This combination helps prevent arterial calcification, thereby maintaining safer levels of vitamin D in the body. Sharing this information is particularly important for individuals with chronic kidney disease or for anyone concerned about maintaining optimal kidney health. Consider passing along this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to help spread awareness. For those interested in a deeper dive into the relationship between vitamin D and kidney health, we have a detailed video on this topic linked above and in the video description below. While it can be somewhat alarming to learn about the potential dangers associated with essential vitamins like vitamin D, being well informed is crucial. Understanding these risks can prevent severe health issues, such as renal failure, underscoring the importance of managing vitamin intake wisely. Stay tuned for more insights, and remember, knowledge is the best defense against health risks. Vitamin number 4. Number 4 on our list of potentially hazardous vitamins for those with chronic kidney disease, CKD, is cyanocobalamin, a synthetic form of vitamin B12. Unlike its natural counterpart, methylcobalamin, cyanocobalamin is not derived from natural sources, but is instead manufactured due to its cost-effectiveness. This form of B12 is prevalent in many multivitamin formulations and is widely consumed around the world. However, the implications for individuals with CKD are particularly concerning due to the presence of a compound within cyanocobalamin, cyanide. Cyanocobalamin's molecular structure includes trace amounts of cyanide, a toxic substance that can be processed and eliminated by healthy individuals without any adverse effects. However, this changes dramatically when kidney function is impaired. People with reduced glomerular filtration rates, a common condition in CKD, have a diminished ability to clear toxins like cyanide from their system. This can lead to a dangerous accumulation of cyanide, which may exacerbate kidney damage and accelerate the decline of kidney function. Research has shown that metabolizing high doses of cyanocobalamin can produce small amounts of cyanide, which is especially risky for individuals with CKD. Given these potential dangers, it is advisable for those with kidney issues to avoid cyanocobalamin and opt for methylcobalamin instead, which does not carry the same risks and is better suited for those with compromised kidney function. In summary, understanding the difference between cyanocobalamin and methylcobalamin is crucial for protecting kidney health, especially in individuals with chronic kidney conditions. By selecting the appropriate form of vitamin B12 and managing supplement intake carefully, those with CKD can avoid further kidney damage and manage their health more effectively. Awareness and diligent supplement management are key, underscoring the importance of consulting with healthcare providers before starting any new vitamin regimen. The natural form of vitamin B12, methylcobalamin, is deemed safer for individuals with compromised kidney function, as it is directly usable by the body and does not contain the toxic byproducts found in its synthetic counterpart, cyanocobalamin. It is generally recommended that individuals, particularly those adhering to a plant-based diet, consume around 6 micrograms of methylcobalamin daily. This recommendation takes into account both the nutritional needs and the absorption rates of vitamin B12, which can vary significantly from person to person. Given that the synthetic form of vitamin B12 is poorly absorbed, manufacturers often increase the dosage in supplements containing cyanocobalamin, sometimes to levels 100 times the recommended daily intake, RDI. This practice is intended to compensate for its poor bioavailability and ensure that enough vitamin B12 is absorbed by the body. However, for individuals with renal impairments, such high levels present a distinct health risk due to the potential for cyanide buildup, a byproduct of cyanocobalamin metabolism that can be harmful in accumulated amounts. For those on a renal diet, supplementing with vitamin B12 is crucial to avoid deficiency, which can lead to severe health issues, including vascular diseases and anemia. However, it is equally important to choose the right form and dosage of vitamin B12. A habitual deficiency in this nutrient can lead to significant health complications, making supplementation a necessary aspect of managing health, particularly in those with chronic kidney disease, CKD. Individuals with CKD should be particularly diligent about checking supplement labels to ensure that they are consuming methylcobalamin instead of cyanocobalamin. By doing so, they not only avoid the risks associated with cyanide, but also benefit from the essential role that vitamin B12 plays in maintaining overall health. It's crucial for those with kidney issues to approach supplementation with caution. Vitamin number 3. As we continue our discussion on vitamins that pose potential risks, especially to those with kidney disease, number 3 on our list is alpha tocopherol, the synthetic form of vitamin E. This widely used vitamin has been linked through various studies to several adverse health effects. Notably, research has shown that alpha tocopherol can lead to significantly increased blood pressure and may elevate the risk of stroke and cancer. Further studies suggest it could contribute to bone loss, heightened cholesterol levels, and even kidney damage among the general populace. Alpha tocopherol's ubiquitous presence in the market makes it difficult to avoid. It is frequently added to a myriad of products ranging from dietary supplements to nutrient-enriched powders, beverages, and fortified foods. For individuals with kidney disease, the risks associated with synthetic vitamin E are particularly pronounced, which is why I consistently advise against supplementing with this form of vitamin E if you suffer from such conditions. Despite the potential hazards of synthetic vitamin E, the natural form of vitamin E might offer benefits. Known as a powerful antioxidant, natural vitamin E is increasingly recognized for its importance in the management and treatment of kidney disease. However, due to the concerns surrounding synthetic variants, it is essential to approach supplementation with caution. I strongly recommend against using any form of vitamin E supplements unless explicitly prescribed by your healthcare provider, with a particular emphasis on avoiding synthetic forms. For those aiming to include vitamin E in their diet safely, focusing on food sources is the best approach. Foods such as sunflower seeds are incredibly rich in natural vitamin E. In fact, just 1 ounce of sunflower seeds can provide about 66% of your daily vitamin E requirement, making them an excellent addition to a healthful diet. In summary, while natural vitamin E can be advantageous due to its antioxidant properties, the synthetic variant, alpha tocopherol, poses significant risks and should be avoided. Be particularly wary of any supplement that contains high doses of synthetic vitamin E. Always consult with a healthcare professional before incorporating any form of vitamin E into your health regimen, especially if you have pre-existing conditions like kidney disease. This careful approach ensures you harness the benefits of natural vitamin E while steering clear of the potential dangers associated with its synthetic counterpart. Vitamin number 2. Securing the second spot on our list of vitamins with potential dangers, particularly for those with kidney health concerns, is vitamin A. This essential nutrient, typically beneficial for health, poses significant risks when consumed in excess, especially for individuals with chronic kidney disease, CKD. Vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin, which means it has the capacity to accumulate in the body's fat stores and reach toxic levels if intake is too high. Overconsumption can lead to a condition known as hypervitaminosis A, characterized by a range of symptoms, including nausea, dizziness, and headaches. More severe consequences of vitamin A toxicity can include liver damage, increased intracranial pressure, and bone thinning. The risks are particularly heightened in individuals with CKD, as their impaired kidney function hampers the ability to effectively filter and eliminate excess vitamin A. For individuals with compromised kidney function, it is generally recommended to avoid regular multivitamins that contain vitamin A. Products from popular brands like Centrum, Smarty Pants, or Superdin, well known in Europe, could potentially exacerbate health issues if they lead to an accumulation of vitamin A. This is due to the fact that damaged kidneys are less capable of filtering out this vitamin efficiently, allowing it to build up to toxic levels, potentially causing severe health complications such as liver damage, birth defects, and accelerated kidney deterioration. Moreover, vitamin A toxicity is not only a concern with supplements, but also with dietary sources. High intake of certain foods rich in vitamin A, such as fish liver, has been known to cause acute kidney injury, though such incidents are relatively rare. This emphasizes the need for caution, as even natural sources of vitamin A can pose significant health risks when consumed in large amounts. Additionally, the levels of vitamin A typically found in over-the-counter multivitamins can be unsafe for individuals with reduced glomerular filtration rate, GFR, a common issue among CKD patients. Due to the potential for accumulation, managing vitamin A intake is crucial to prevent toxicity and further kidney damage. In conclusion, while vitamin A is an essential nutrient necessary for various bodily functions, its intake must be carefully monitored, particularly in individuals with existing kidney conditions. Ensuring a balanced intake, preferably from dietary sources and under medical guidance, can help mitigate the risks associated with this fat-soluble vitamin. Vitamin number 1. Taking the top spot on our list is vitamin C, renowned for its essential health benefits, but also capable of causing severe health complications when taken inappropriately. The story of a 55-year-old woman who suffered catastrophic kidney damage brings critical attention to the potential dangers associated with this commonly consumed supplement. In her daily regimen, the woman included various supplements such as calcium, digestive enzymes, cranberry, a multivitamin, vitamin D, and notably, vitamin C. Each supplement was part of her strategy to maintain and enhance her health. However, it was the vitamin C that played a pivotal role in her rapid and severe health decline. Medical professionals initially struggled to determine the cause of the rapid deterioration in her kidney function. The turning point in understanding her condition came with the results of a detailed kidney biopsy. The biopsy revealed extensive accumulation of oxalate crystals in her kidneys, a serious condition that can be directly linked to excessive intake of vitamin C. Vitamin C, or ascorbic acid, is often recommended in daily doses of about 1,000 milligrams to boost immunity and prevent vitamin deficiencies. While these doses are generally safe for healthy individuals, they can be dangerously high for those with underlying kidney conditions. In the case of the 55-year-old woman, her intake of 1,000 milligrams of ascorbic acid daily turned out to be a critical mistake given her compromised kidney function. Excessive consumption of vitamin C can lead to the production of large quantities of oxalate, a substance that is normally filtered by the kidneys and eliminated in urine. However, in patients with reduced kidney function, the ability to process and eliminate oxalate effectively is diminished. This can lead to the formation and accumulation of oxalate crystals, which can cause significant kidney damage and other serious health issues. This example underscores the importance of moderation and caution when taking supplements, particularly for individuals with pre-existing health conditions such as chronic kidney disease. It highlights the need for consulting healthcare providers before starting any new supplement regimen, and stresses the potential risks of taking even commonly recommended vitamins, like vitamin C, without proper medical oversight. Vitamin C is widely recognized for its beneficial effects, including its antioxidant capabilities, boosting the immune system, and enhancing iron absorption. However, as illustrated by the severe case of the 55-year-old woman, high dosages of this vitamin can become detrimental, particularly when the body's ability to process and eliminate the excess is compromised. This tragic incident provides a critical health lesson on the necessity of moderating vitamin intake, especially for those with pre-existing health conditions or impaired organ functions. In her scenario, the excessive intake of vitamin C led to the formation of oxalate crystals, a condition that, in healthier individuals, could potentially result in the development of kidney stones. For those already struggling with kidney issues, such as the woman in this case, the outcome can be far more severe, escalating to acute kidney failure. Moreover, this story emphasizes the crucial role of medical oversight in the use of supplements, particularly for individuals with chronic illnesses or significant health issues. Patients with conditions like kidney disease must consult healthcare providers before beginning or continuing any supplement regimen. This consultation ensures that their intake is appropriately tailored to their body's specific needs and limitations, minimizing the risk of adverse effects. It is vital for individuals to stay vigilant and be aware of symptoms that might indicate problems associated with high vitamin intake. Symptoms such as changes in urine output, sudden swelling, fatigue, and alterations in heart rate are all indicators that something may be amiss. Recognizing these signs early and consulting with healthcare professionals can prevent the progression of potentially severe health issues. The case of the 55-year-old woman serves as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance required in supplement consumption and the potential risks of overlooking this balance, especially in vulnerable populations. As such, it underscores the broader lesson of approaching vitamin supplementation with caution, informed knowledge, and medical guidance to safeguard against unintended health consequences. Recognizing the signs of vitamin toxicity early can lead to timely medical intervention, potentially preventing severe and irreversible damage. While vitamins are essential for maintaining good health, their consumption needs to be approached with caution and responsibility, especially among those with existing health vulnerabilities. The case of the 55-year-old woman serves as a sobering reminder of the risks associated with indiscriminate supplement intake and underscores the importance of informed and cautious use. This discussion emphasizes why vitamin C has been placed at the top of our list for its potential dangers. It might seem surprising that a daily dose of 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, often perceived as not unusually large, could lead to catastrophic kidney damage. Yet, this exact scenario unfolded for a patient with chronic kidney disease, highlighting the critical need for caution and moderation in vitamin supplementation. Many manufacturers recommend this 1,000 milligram dosage, often implying that it is both safe and necessary for boosting health. However, as this case illustrates, the reality can be starkly different and demands a thorough examination of common supplement practices. This dosage, promoted by numerous brands, led to severe kidney damage in the patient discussed, reflecting a broader issue across the supplement industry where similar dosages are frequently recommended. The assumption that vitamin C is harmless is a misconception that this story helps to correct. The narrative serves as a stark reminder that more isn't always better. While a small amount of vitamin C can be beneficial, excessive intake can pose serious health risks, particularly for individuals with kidney issues. Those considering or currently taking vitamin C supplements should critically evaluate their dosage. While 100 milligrams per day may be sufficient for general health, increasing the dose to 1,000 milligrams could be harmful, especially for those with compromised kidney function. It's crucial for individuals to ensure their vitamin intake remains within a safe threshold and to regularly consult healthcare professionals to tailor their supplement use according to their specific health conditions. If you're keen on learning how to supplement with vitamin C safely, particularly if you're concerned about kidney health, make sure to follow our channel. We're dedicated to guiding you through the safe practices of vitamin supplementation, with a special focus on situations where kidney health could be compromised. Vitamin C, or ascorbic acid, is a water-soluble nutrient and is usually excreted through the urine when consumed in reasonable amounts. However, taking vitamin C in higher doses can lead to its crystallization, which might not be adequately excreted. Such crystallization can result in the formation of oxalate crystals that accumulate in the kidneys and cause significant damage. It's essential to understand the risks associated with high doses of vitamin C, especially for individuals with kidney disease, to protect your health effectively. Being well-informed and cautious about your supplement use can help you make safer decisions that preserve your well-being. Our goal is to provide you with the necessary information to navigate the complexities of vitamin supplementation, ensuring that your health practices are beneficial and not detrimental. We appreciate your attention, and we encourage you to share this critical information with others who might find it useful. Stay tuned for our next video for more detailed guidance on managing your vitamin C intake safely. Until then, take care of your health, and remember, always be mindful of the supplements you take. Thank you for watching, and may you all stay blessed and healthy.